Everyone's arguing about whether AI takes jobs.
Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says artificial intelligence will lead to a reduction of its corporate workforce.
Jobs report shows some job gains in industries like healthcare, hospitality, and leisure, but concerns are growing about AI replacing some human workers.
But in reality, that's the complete wrong thing to be worrying about right now. AI is taking the first rung, the junior roles that teach you the ropes. If you're in the UK, hiring isn't the only thing that this is going to change. It changes your next 5 years of management, margins, and who actually does the work. The big surveys have moved on from the pretty much useless guesses to boring reality. Generative AI is now regular kit. McKinsey says 65% of firms are using Gen AI regularly, which is nearly double last year. Customer service leaders, 85% will pilot customer-facing Gen AI in 2025. It's shifted from an experiment to full-blown rollouts. At the same time, UK vacancies have fallen for 39 straight periods. 717,000 vacancies in July to September 2025, down 583,000 from 2022's peak. Just to reiterate, in 2022, in that same time period, there was 583,000 more jobs available in the UK. Entry-level ads are getting squeezed hardest. Easy and Indeed both show graduate hiring falling again in 2025 and competition per role spiking dramatically. And yes, the youth side is flashing red. NEETs, young people not in education, employment or training, surged in late 2024 and remain elevated in 2025, with think tanks warning we could tip over 1 million if nothing changes. So what's actually being automated? Not the CEO, not the roofer, but the middle miles of white-collar workflows. Support level 1, password resets, billing queries, order status, scripted fixes. Ops admin, reconciles, CRM hygiene, inbox triage, simple routing. Drafting and research, first-pass outlines, clause packs, comparison tables. Gartner's released their forward look, and the vision was quite blunt. By 2029, agentic AI could autonomously resolve 80% of common customer service issues. Believing the exact number or not is one thing, but the direction is obvious. First-line throughput goes to software. Humans handle the escalations. But didn't some studies say AI hasn't cut jobs? Some US evidence, and only some shows, AI-exposed firms grew revenue and headcount overall from 2014 to 2023 because productivity gains create new work elsewhere. Two things can be true. Macro headcount holds up while the composition shifts away from the junior path you used to hire into. The UK entry-level data we just looked at is your proof on the ground. On the surface level, even the topic of AI adoption is enough to bring on the cognitive overload. But let me try and give you an actual look into what the big guys are doing. Here's how they're able to make this whole transformation look easy. It's really not genius. 1. Turn fixed cost variable. First-line work goes to agents/offshore hubs. UK payroll concentrates on judgment and client work. 2. Standardize the boring stuff. ERPs push new flows, bots do the midnight reconciles, humans approve exceptions. 3. Reshape entry routes. Less grad flood, more apprenticeships in targeted skills. Freeze juniors for a year and nobody notices on the profit and loss. UK survey data shows the pivot. Graduate hiring is down 8% year on year and apprenticeships are up 8%. SMEs can do the exact same thing, but most aren't because there are 3 blockers that will keep on repeating. 1. No first mile automation. They're still keying data, triaging inboxes and manually routing tickets. That's where agentic tools earn their keep. 2. All UK payroll for repeatables. They're paying inflated British wages for tasks a bot or an offshore desk can handle at a fraction of the cost with better stamina. 3. No ladder replacement. On the most part, they cut the intern-junior intake, but didn't install a process that grows mid-level talent through apprenticeships and targeted upskilling. The result? Reliable mid-levels drown. This junior squeeze, reinvest in AI pattern is exactly what big firms are announcing. IBM openly paused hiring for back-office roles as AI picked them off. Accenture cut roles while pouring spend into AI talent and bookings. Whatever the press line, the internal memo is the same. Automate the middle and protect the top. Now, to bypass the negativity, what can the average business actually do and do now? Move 1. Kill the bottlenecks you feel. Pick 3. Inbox triage, CRM hygiene, invoice reconcile, quote to cash, first reply support. If a bot can get it to 80% done, that's the win. Customers don't love AI when it blocks access to a human. 64% say they'd prefer not to deal with AI. So design your flow with fast human escalation. That keeps NPS intact while you bank the throughput. Move 2. Rebalance your team. Keep UK payroll for the judgment calls and revenue moments. Push the repeatables to agents and/or an offshore desk. That's how the big firms made fixed costs variable without breaking delivery. Move 3. Replace the ladder you just pulled up. If you're hiring fewer grads, replace with apprenticeships tied to a real playbook. SOPs plus AI plus shadowing. The ISE data shows that's exactly what larger employers are doing to keep the pipeline alive. Move 4. Time your hiring to the market, not the calendar. ONS vacancies are still trending down. Use that slack to hire better and build training capacity now, not when demand spikes and salaries jump again. So is this just doom? No. The macro picture is mixed. WEF's latest says roles change, new categories open, skills shift. But for SMEs in the UK, the risk is local and immediate. If you don't rewire the first mile in the cost base, you'll feel every payroll rise and every tax tweak first, while your bigger competitors glide over it with software and structure. AI isn't ending work. It's ending the old training model. The big firms have already rebuilt. SMEs can do the same, but only if they stop treating admin like artisan work, automate the first mile, and rebuild the ladder on purpose. Otherwise, they're playing 2025 with a 2011 cost base. It's becoming increasingly obvious what the end result will be. Right, so if you're still watching, here's the uncomfortable bit. Big companies aren't better. They're just boringly organized, and 90% of what they're doing is available to the average business. It's just a case of navigating the cognitive overload and understanding operational changes are becoming mandatory to keep the doors open for the next 5 years. There's also a hell of a lot that AI can't do. AI is shocking at reading a room, taking responsibility, and navigating messy politics, and this is where SMEs thrive. The fundamentals of good business, the things they've always needed to get right, because they don't have the budget behind them to solve problems with cash. The issue is, those fundamentals are no longer going to be enough. 99% of businesses are going to have to give the bots the first mile and keep humans for the consequences. AI isn't ending work. It's ending the old training model and exposing every SME that still runs 2025 with 2011 plumbing. If you're in the UK and you want to stay competitive, the play isn't to hire harder. It's to reroute the work. Give the machines the first mile, give a capable team the second mile, and give yourself your evenings back.